Assalamu alaikum guys, my name is Qaiser Sharif. I'm going to start a lecture today, and our lecture is about paraphrasing techniques and what is paraphrasing and topics. The actual meaning of paraphrasing we are going to study. What is paraphrasing? As you can see on the screen, paraphrasing is a rewriting of text in your own words used to clarify meaning. It means you are going to write something in your own way. Means, for example, if a teacher is giving you any task, so you have to write the same wording in your own way. For example, if I say you should work hard, so you have to change the same wording into your own wordings, such as you must toil. So should is being replaced by must, and work hard is being replaced by toil. So let's start a chapter here. What is paraphrasing? Paraphrasing is a rewriting of text in your own words used to clarify meaning, used to shorten a longer statement but keeps in the main ideas. Means you have to write in a shorter way and you have to give a complete sense within few words. Okay, now paraphrasing. To paraphrase is to say the same thing in another way using your own words, which I explained previously. We can successfully paraphrase by using a combination of techniques. So let's discuss about paraphrasing techniques. Change from a clause to a phrase or a vice versa. Number 2, change from outed speech to indirect speech. Means if you have a wording in a direct way, so you have to change into indirect speech. Number 3, change from active voice to passive voice. It can help you also to avoid plagiarism. For example, you're going to have a research report and your teacher says to you that you have to write the details in a proper way and it must not be plagiarized. Means it must not be copied. It must not be taken from any other place. So you have to change a certain word, a certain sentence from active voice into the passive voice. Okay, number 4 option we have, the best technique we have is you have to use the synonyms. Means change to synonyms. If you have a word, for example, buy. So buy means something, khareedna, but you have to change into word purchase. So it can help you. Number 5, change word forms. For example, if you are having a sentence which is having a base form, so you can change into a different action. Change from a clause to a phrase. First of all, I would like to explain what is a clause. Clause is a sentence part. It means a group of words which start from subject to verb. Subject to verb is called clause. As you can see, John took. If I only keep the sentence here, means this is a complete sentence. John took a nap. This is a sentence. But if you talk about John took, this is a clause. However, after he studied, this is a phrase. After studying is also a phrase. John took a nap. It means we have changed sentence, entire situation from one sentence to another sentence, but in our own wordings. Such as after he studied. We used after studying. It means we are changing the forms. We are using some of words from second form, it means a third form or ing form. So we are replacing some forms here. Okay, the next point is here, the house across the street is new. Okay, means you can modify the sentence by using the house that is across the street is new. It means you have modified the sentence. That is actually called paraphrasing. Change from quoted speech to indirect speech. Mr. Lee said, I'm ready for lunch. Mr. Lee said he was ready for lunch. It means the sentence explains, I'm ready for lunch. This is a direct sentence which is used in an inverted comma. So you can change Mr. Lee said he was ready for lunch. That is indirect. So this is paraphrased. Now you can have examples like change from active voice to passive voice. A hotel employee will carry your bags. A hotel employee will carry your bags. It means your bags is an object. So we are changing your bags will be carried by a hotel employee. You can change in a different way as a hotel employee will carry your bags. So you can change the wordings. Your bags will be carried by a hotel employee means your bags will be delivered by a hotel waiter. And replace the words with synonyms. Now let's come to another chapter, changing of the words such as synonyms. So a hotel employee will carry your bags. So we have to change the words. Your bags will be carried by a hotel employee. As previously we discussed, your luggage will be picked up by a bellboy. In the previous example, which we discussed in the previous slide, that was about, here we discussed about waiter. Now in this slide, we are discussing about a bellboy. Now change word forms. So we are going to have some action activity in a different way, means verb. Use an adverb instead of an adjective. It means if you are using an adverb in any sentence, so you can change it to adjective. Use a verb to replace a noun. John is an accurate typist. John types accurately. However, situation is same, but the wordings being changed here. Change the synonyms, as you can see screen. Replace the original words with words that mean the same. For example, Paul Ekman from the University of California has conducted a long series of experiments on how nonverbal behavior may reveal real inner states. Now, it is time to change same in a different way. Paul Ekman, who works at the University of California, has performed a sequence of investigations on the way nonverbal behavior may disclose real internal conditions. Change the synonyms. Memory is the capacity of storing and retrieving information. So now we are going to change the wordings. Memory is the facility for keeping and recovering data. So it is unnecessary that you can use only the same wordings which I'm using. So you can also use different wordings. So it is not necessary even that whatever is being shown to you, you have to continue the same. Now let's discuss about combined techniques, change to a phrase and add synonyms or definitions. After he ate lunch, Mike took a nap. After eating lunch, Mike slept a little. It means a nap means a light sleep, and a little sleep is giving us a same sense. Now you can have these things. So we have got more examples here. Now this is about change transitions. Transition means you're going to have some conjunctions, means linking words. Although this shows a complex sentence, although it was raining, Bob walked to work. It was raining, but Bob walked to work. It was raining, however, Bob walked to work. It means there are three different examples having the same sense. Now, this slide is also showing change word forms. This is your turn. Paraphrase the following sentences and share your answers. Okay guys, let's have a review. As you can see, what does paraphrasing mean? Okay, as you can see, paraphrasing means putting what you have read into your own words. It means whatever you're having a wordings, a group of words means sentence, a paragraph, you have to change this in your own wordings. Your paraphrase, you have to paraphrase by reading something, thinking about what it means, and then restating it in your own wordings. And the third option we are having here, paraphrasing is a useful strategy to check to be sure that you have understood when reading something difficult or something that is important to remember. Sometimes if we talk about to write any essay, something about Qaiser or any personality, so if we say to a 6th standard student, please write down a paragraph about Qaiser, and same we say to intermediate student. On the other hand, we talk about a master's level student to write something about Qaiser, but when they write a paragraph about Qaiser, so their wordings will be changed. So they use the words according to their level. So your wordings speak the level of your standard. Okay, now let's discuss the last point. If you cannot paraphrase after reading, it is important to go back and reread to clarify information. Now let's discuss what is the difference between paraphrasing and summarizing. As you can see on screen, paraphrasing, we discussed previously, paraphrasing means rewriting another writer's words or ideas without changing the meaning. Length stays the same. You can change the length according to your requirement, but the sense should remain same. Writing tools, use ideas of others, provide support. Now let's discuss about summarizing. What is the difference between paraphrasing and summarizing? The difference between paraphrasing and summarizing is very simple, which is mentioned on your screen. The first point is that rewriting only the main idea in your words, in your own words. Length is always shorter. This is summarize. For example, if we are giving you any paragraph of 6 lines and we say summarize it, and you have to write it in shorter length, such as you write down in 3 lines instead of 6. So this is called summarizing. So paraphrasing means you have to write in the same length, however a little bit change can be there. Thank you very much for listening and for watching, and don't forget to subscribe my channel, and there's a channel, and don't forget to ring the bell so that you can receive my videos instantly. Thank you very much.